In Denver, an 8-year-old disabled girl who had lost all hope meets a 25-year-old mechanic. Doctors failed her, technology was too expensive. But one stranger's kindness creates a miracle no one expected. This is the story of how a simple mechanic changed a little girl's entire life. Like, share, and tell us where you're watching from. Now let's get started. Lily lived with her mother in a small rented apartment on the edge of Denver, where the mountains stood tall, but their life felt weighed down. At only 8 years old, she had visited more hospitals than playgrounds. Since birth, her legs had never supported her weight. Doctors explained it using long medical terms her mother struggled to understand, but the meaning was always the same. Lily would never walk. Still, every night, she drew pictures of herself running in wide, open parks. Those drawings were the only place where she felt free, even though reality kept her tied to a wheelchair. One cold morning, their old family van broke down while returning from another disappointing doctor's appointment. Smoke slipped from under the hood, and her mother's sigh grew heavy. With limited money and even fewer options, she steered the struggling van into the nearest repair shop. It was a small place. Rusted signs, scattered tools, oil marks on the floor. Nothing fancy. But inside worked Evan, a 25-year-old mechanic known around town for fixing machines others gave up on. He stepped out, wiping his hands with a rag, offering a warm but tired smile. While Evan checked the van, Lily sat in her wheelchair near the entrance, quietly sketching gears and wheels. Her mother often wondered where Lily learned to draw such detailed machines, but Lily said she watched videos and imagined how things worked. Evan noticed the sketches and paused, surprised. He crouched beside her and asked if she liked machines. Lily nodded shyly and said she wished she could move fast like other kids, even if only once. Something about her voice felt fragile, yet full of longing. Her words settled deep inside Evan. He grew up fixing things, bikes, old radios, engines, because he loved making broken things work again. But this was different. The van he could repair easily, but Lily, her problem wasn't metal or wires. Still, he found himself thinking about her drawings, about the way she imagined herself running. As he tightened bolts under the hood, he kept glancing at her. She didn't complain, didn't cry, just kept drawing. Small machines that looked like inventions far more hopeful than her circumstances. When the van was ready, Evan explained the repairs and the cost, making sure to keep the price low. Lily's mother thanked him, exhaustion visible in her eyes. Before they left, Evan handed Lily the small mechanical pencil he always kept behind his ear. He told her he believed she would build something amazing one day. The smile she gave him in return was the brightest thing he had seen all week. As they drove away, he couldn't shake the feeling that their meeting meant something bigger. That night, after closing the shop, Evan kept thinking about Lily's legs and her sketches. He searched online for medical devices, braces, and walking aids, reading articles far outside his field. Most devices looked heavy, complicated, and uncomfortable. Nothing like what an 8-year-old girl would want. But as he dug deeper, he found old engineering blueprints for exoskeletons, machines, designed to support body movement. They were expensive and mostly experimental, but the concept sparked an idea. He wondered if he could build a smaller, simpler version, custom-made for Lily. He stayed awake until the early hours of the morning, drawing designs on scrap paper. He wasn't a doctor, wasn't a scientist, but he knew machines intimately. He understood balance, support, and weight distribution. Maybe, just maybe, there was something he could create that no hospital had offered Lily. By the time he finally sat back, he had a rough sketch of a lightweight leg support device shaped to fit a child's frame. It wasn't perfect, but it was a beginning that filled him with unexpected determination. Over the next few days, Evan couldn't focus on anything else. He worked on customers' cars, but Lily's sketchbook. Images kept flashing through his mind. During lunch breaks, he reworked his exoskeleton design, adjusting hinges and joints. He decided he would at least try. Building a prototype. Even if it didn't work, it would be better than wondering what if. His shop became a silent workshop of hope, scattered with metal rods, small, motors and wires. He knew it was a risk, financially, emotionally, but something inside him refused to walk away from Lily's dream. 1 week later, Lily and her mother returned to the shop for a routine maintenance check Evan had recommended. As soon as Lily rolled in, her eyes widened at the sight of metal pieces arranged neatly on Evan's workbench. She asked what he was making, and Evan paused, unsure how to explain. Then he crouched beside her again and said softly that he was trying to build something for someone brave. Lily looked at the pieces, and then at him, her curiosity glowing. In that moment, Evan felt the first spark of belief that he wasn't just repairing a machine. He might be repairing a life. Evan spent the next week gathering parts from scrap. Yards, hardware stores, and even old machines people threw away. He wanted to build something lightweight but strong, simple but reliable. He studied Lily's medical papers again and again, memorizing every detail about her leg, muscles and bone structure. Every piece he welded, every joint he shaped, he imagined how it would feel on her tiny legs. He wasn't rich, and he wasn't trained like doctors, but he had skill and heart. And now he had a purpose that pushed him harder than anything he had ever worked on before. Late nights became routine. The shop lights glowed long after midnight, illuminating metal frames, wires and tools scattered everywhere. Sometimes Evan doubted himself, wondered if he was being foolish for trying something professionals couldn't achieve. But then he remembered Lily's quiet voice, saying she wished she could move fast like other kids. That memory kept him going. He tested every part on a scale model he built from kids' toys and spare materials. Whenever a joint broke or bent wrong, he redesigned it until it moved smoothly, exactly the way he imagined Lily would need. One evening, Evan called an old mentor, an engineering professor he once assisted during a community project. The professor was surprised, but impressed by Evan's ambition. Over a long call, Evan explained the exoskeleton concept and shared his sketches. The professor offered guidance on pressure distribution, weight limits, and motor synchronization. He warned Evan that working on a child's body required extreme care, but he also told him he believed in him. Hearing that gave Evan the last bit of confidence he needed. He returned to his workbench with renewed energy, ready to perfect his creation. Eventually, the structure took shape. A small, adjustable exoskeleton with padded supports and soft straps designed for comfort. Lightweight metal rods connected to tiny servo motors that mimicked natural movement. Evan tested the device on a dummy leg model, adjusting speed and resistance until it responded as gently as a helping hand. It wasn't just a machine. It felt like a gift, built with love. He imagined Lily smiling, maybe even standing, and every time that picture came to mind, he pushed himself harder. The impossible suddenly didn't feel so impossible anymore. Before testing it on Lily, Evan wanted to be absolutely sure it was safe. He strapped the device onto his own leg, even though it was too small for him. The joints moved awkwardly against his larger frame, but the core mechanisms worked perfectly. He tweaked the alignment, tightened the wiring, and secured the clamps. Each correction brought him closer to the version he envisioned. He spent hours walking around the shop, adjusting and calibrating until the movements felt natural. When he finally turned the device off, sweat dripped down his forehead, but his smile stayed. A few days later, Lily and her mother returned for their van's final inspection. Evan felt his heart race as Lily entered the shop. He had rehearsed how he'd explain his invention, but when he faced her, words came out softer than planned. He told her he'd been working on a little helper for someone special. Lily's eyes widened as Evan lifted the exoskeleton from his workbench. Her mother's hand moved to her chest, shocked and unsure. Evan reassured them that nothing would happen unless they both agreed, and only if Lily felt ready. After some hesitation, Lily nodded. Her mother knelt beside her, asking if she was sure, and Lily whispered that she trusted Evan. That moment nearly broke him, in a good way. Evan kneeled and began strapping the device gently onto her legs. Lily watched quietly, her breath slow but steady. The metal supports hugged her legs with surprising softness. Evan explained each step, making sure she understood how the machine worked. When everything was secured, he looked up at her and said she didn't need to walk yet. Just try standing. His voice was steady, but inside he was terrified. Lily placed her hands on the armrests of her wheelchair. Her mother stood close, tears already forming. Evan held his breath. Lily pushed down slowly, her arms trembling. For a moment, Evan feared the device would fail. But then, something incredible happened. Her legs stayed firm. They didn't collapse. The exoskeleton held her weight perfectly, supporting her gently, just as designed. Lily gasped. Her mother covered her mouth, and Evan felt his heartbeat explode in relief. Lily wasn't walking yet, but she was standing for the first time in her life, and that alone felt like a miracle blooming right there in his small shop. Lily arrived at Evan's shop early in the morning, wearing the exoskeleton he had carefully adjusted the day before. Her mother held her hand tightly, trying to hide her nerves behind a brave smile. The entire workshop felt different, quiet, almost sacred, as if everyone sensed something life-changing was about to happen. Evan greeted them warmly, but his hands shook. Slightly, he knew how much this moment meant. Lily sat in her wheelchair, staring at the floor, breathing slowly to keep herself calm. This wasn't just another test. Today, she would attempt her first true step. Evan knelt beside her and checked every strap, hinge and sensor, making sure nothing was loose. He reassured Lily that she wasn't alone, and that even if she didn't walk today, the attempt itself was already a victory. Lily whispered that she was scared of falling, but Evan reminded her that every great journey begins with shaking legs. Her mother kissed her forehead and told her how proud she already was. The encouragement wrapped around Lily like a warm blanket, giving her courage she didn't know she had. Evan gently helped her rise from the wheelchair, and everyone held their breath as she stood. The exoskeleton supported her weight perfectly, and her legs, though trembling, stayed straight. Lily looked down in disbelief and then back at Evan, who nodded. Her mother covered her mouth, tears already forming. The room felt frozen in time as Lily shifted her weight, preparing for movement. Her fingers twitched nervously, but she didn't sit back down. She wanted to try. She wanted to know what it felt like to take a step like other children. Slowly, Lily leaned forward and moved her right foot. The joint in the exoskeleton bent smoothly, guiding the motion. Her shoe slid forward an inch, then another. Gasps echoed through the workshop. She steadied herself, concentrating so hard that her eyebrows tightened. Evan stood near her but didn't touch, giving her independence while staying close enough to catch her if she fell. Lily's face began to glow with a mix of fear and joy. This was the moment she had dreamed of every night, the moment every doctor had said was impossible. Lily lifted her left foot next, and for the first time in her life, both her legs worked together. Her mother burst into uncontrollable sobs, unable to believe what she was witnessing. Lily looked at her mother's tears and smiled, realizing she was finally doing something she had only imagined before. Evan stepped back just enough to give Lily room. Slowly, she took another step, then another. With each movement, her confidence grew. The exoskeleton adjusted perfectly to her rhythm, turning a lifetime of stillness into a miracle unfolding step by step. Neighbors who had gathered outside the shop peered through the open door, whispering in awe. They had heard rumors of the mechanic helping a little girl walk, but none expected to witness it themselves. Lily moved toward her mother, who knelt with open arms, shaking. Lily's steps were small and shaky, yet full of determination. Every shift of her foot echoed louder than applause. She walked past toolboxes, cables, and car parts, things she had only seen from her wheelchair before. Now she was moving through them, part of the world in a way she had never been. When Lily finally reached her mother, she collapsed into her arms, crying and laughing at the same time. The workshop erupted with claps, cheers, and tears. Evan looked away for a moment, overwhelmed. By emotion he had tried to hide. He had repaired hundreds of machines in his life, but nothing came close to this accomplishment. Reporters later arrived, wanting to interview him, calling him a hero, a genius, a miracle worker. But Evan refused all praise, insisting this moment belonged to Lily's bravery and her mother's unbreakable hope. From that day forward, Lily's life transformed. With regular practice, she learned to take longer and steadier steps. She walked into school for the first time, leaving her classmates speechless. She played in parks, something she once thought she'd never experience. The exoskeleton became a symbol of faith, effort, and miracles outside hospitals. And Evan continued refining the design, hoping to help more children like her. In the end, it wasn't medicine or money that changed Lily's life. It was kindness, determination, and the belief that even the impossible deserves a chance.